My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moray, Dr. Yeshua, and I want to take this moment, my brothers, my sisters, to say thank you so much for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your prayers, for your comments. And my brothers, my sisters, you know that this week is the week of Sukkot, and we are celebrating. Many of us who have, homes or property where we can set up makeshift booth, for the, we refer to it sometimes as the Feast of Tabernacle. And my brothers and my sisters, we are, we are so happy that over the years, as hard pressed as our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters were, they were able to set up these little tents, during the wilderness period to have their meal and just to reflect and Yahuwah's leadership in their lives. And we trust that you're getting a chance to do that. Just even if you don't have a place to set up a little booth, like I don't have one right now, it was all in my plan to do that while I was in Jamaica for this 2023 Feast of Tabernacle. But let me say, my brothers and sisters, we are grateful for Yahuwah. So when you sit around the table, with your family, and even if you don't have a family and you're just by yourself, as you have that meal, just remember that our ancestors went through the wilderness journey and they were commanded to celebrate by building these little sukkot. Some people will call them hut, and they'll sit in there and they have their meal and they converse and so on. All right, so we're in Psalm 31. And the last time we stopped there was at verse 13, and we are dealing with commitment to Yahuwah, And in 13, we had, I think we finished verse 13. He said, "For I've heard the slander of many, and as a fear was on every side, while they took counsel together against me. They devised to take away my life." So we know that this was the plan of the enemy, to take away David's life. And my brothers, my sisters, if we're serving Yahuwah, I can tell you that this is the same thing, that the enemies today, my brothers, my sisters, I'll tell you what, they have more of us to deal with today than they did during the feast days, during the days when they were traveling through the wilderness. Okay? And so they have more people to deal with today. So I want to let you know that because of that, he's busy working in the lives of his fallen angels and his fallen angels working in the lives of people who yield themselves to the devil for him to use them, But we thank Yahuwah that even though, Hasatan is having plans and stuff for us, the plans that Yahuwah has for us is greater. Praise be to his holy name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So my brothers and my sisters, we're going to launch into this study and invite your friends and your loved ones to participate. And as I always said, try to have a pen and pencil and some note paper where if you have a chance to sit down for these 20 minutes, to enjoy this Bible study. So we just want to thank you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. And so we look in verse 14. So while, as we see in verse 13, while they were making plans to take, Yahuwah's servant life. Oh, sorry there. I need to plug this thing. While they were making plan to take his life, my brothers and sisters, while they were making plan to take his life, Yahuwah has a different plan. He has a different plan, because Yahuwah's plan always going to work. His plan always going to work. So you see, this thing is. So let me plug it in. Make sure that we have some electricity in this thing here. Yeah. So while they were doing that, hear what David said. While they were making plans, he said, "But I trusted in thee, O Yahuwah. I trusted in thee, O Yahuwah." So my brothers and sisters, when Hasatan and his enemies are working day in, day out to get us, if we sit down and worry about the plan that they have, we're not going to hardly make it, because our mind is on what Hasatan is doing. So what we're going to do is gear ourselves up. We want to pray up. We want to read up. We want to have that fellowship, that union with Yahuwah and Yahushua. So that, as the Hasatan plan, Yahuwah is wiping out the plan. Oh, praise be to his holy name. My brothers and sisters, let him plan. Let him go ahead and plan. Because when he plans, Yahuwah is just erasing those plans. So they constantly on the move, trying to get us. He said, but I trusted in thee, O Yahuwah. My brothers and sisters, can you say that? Can you say that you're trusting in Yahuwah? Because he said, I trusted in thee, O Yahuwah. I said, thou art my Elohim. My brothers and sisters, if he is our Elohim, he is there with us. Oh, praise be to his holy name. And my brothers and sisters, his host of angels, his hosts, they are all around us to protect us. You remember what Yahushua said to the devil, to Hasatan? When he tried it, he said, Hasatan first of all told him, said, look, your Elohim said that he'll give these angels charge over you to keep you in the way that you dash your foot against the stone. He know that. So this is the reason why he's working so hard, overnight. Never stop. Never give up, keep going. This is why you have to keep going too. Don't count this thing like, when, David say, Batak. I trusted, Batak. I trusted. And that's the word here, trusted. In Hebrew is Batak. And it is Bet, Tav, and Ket. And what it's saying here, this word means to trust. It means to trust, my brother, my sister. It means, it's talking about bold confidence. It's talking about being secure. It's talking about putting our confidence in him, to make him our hope. Praise his holy name. In other words, to hew for refuge. We can run to him for refuge. My brothers and sisters, when the devil tried, we have confidence that Yahweh is there, and we are sure, we talk about bold confidence there, we talk about secure, we put confidence in him, we have our hope in him, my brothers and sisters. We put our trust in him. Praise his holy name. My brothers and sisters, when we have a Yahweh who we can trust, He said, Father, I'm trusting you, Yahweh. I am putting my trust in you because you are my Elohim. My brothers and sisters, if you want to know his power and his strength, if you want to know his infinite power and strength, his wisdom, all you have to do is just read the Genesis story, the beginning. In the beginning, what he did. My brothers and sisters, he's not tired. He's not sleep. Oh my brothers and sisters. You see how the world is? We are sitting here, and you're sitting where you are, and the earth is rotating. It's like it's on an axle. Who is doing that? Is it doing it by itself? No. Our Yahuwah. All of these different things that are going on, the activities, he is in charge of them, my brothers and sisters. We cannot, in the daytime, we cannot see up into the sky looking at the stars and the moon. We can see, sometimes we see a little glitter of the moon in the day, but we can see the sun, right? And beyond that, all through the galaxy, my brothers and sisters, we have the different planets. They're all around, moving. Everything in its own space. The star, Yahuwah, has the power to do another world like that, like we're living in right now. Just at the sound of his voice. If he needs to do it, he'll do it. If there's any reason for him to do it, he'll do it, my brothers. And you know what? He'll do it just for you. Just for me. He says, "The what my Elohim, my God." In the King James Version. He is what Elohim, he is what creator, Elohim. There are many, many Elohims out there. There are many, many Elohims out there. Many of them are dumb. They can't do nothing. They can't see, they can't hear, they can't talk, they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing for you. All it is just object looking at it. You're just looking at it. It's not hearing you. It cannot walk, it cannot talk, it cannot do anything. Cannot respond to your prayer if you pray to it. But we thank Yahuwah that he is our Elohim. And we can go to him anytime. We can approach him anytime. As long as we do it in reverence, my brothers and sisters. In reverence. Praise his name. He is our Elohim. Sometimes angels are referred to as little gods too. Exceeding. He is our Elohim. He is a great and is a mighty Elohim. He's not the little gods. He's not the little ordinary gods. He is thus the supreme Elohim. If you want to say God, go ahead. I'm not going to strike you down for that. But it's Elohim. He is our supreme Elohim. Praise his holy name. And my brother, my sister, by way of defense, it's like our magistrate, He is exceeding great. He is exceedingly mighty. He is our great judge. Praise be to his holy name. This is what David said here. So let, the enemy say and do what they want to do. But just remember what he said there. Okay. And so in verse 15, he said, my times are in thy hand. Many times, my brothers and my sisters, we think and we act as though we are in control of everything. Your time, this is my time. I use it the way I want it. My brothers and my sisters, if you use your time unwisely, you have to give an account. If you want to be blessed, use your time wisely. Praise be to his holy name. Don't chase the duck down the road, on Yahuwah's time. The time that he gives you. The time he gives you to meditate, to learn of him, my brothers and my sisters. Praise be to his holy name. And he wants you, okay? He wants you and I to use our time. Listen to what he said. My times are in thy hand. The word time here is the word eighth. And it is ayin and tav. Ayin and tav. Eighth. And my brothers, my sisters, let me say this. When we put our time in his hand, when we put our time in Yahuwah's hand, it's not for some short duration. It's always certain, continually. My brothers and sisters, we do it in the evening. We do it in the daytime. We do it all season long. So as long as time lasts, our time is in his hand. Now, when, after, always, certain. So whether, like I said, whatever season it is, morning, noon, or night, all the time, we have the opportunity of relating to Yahuwah when it comes to our time. He gives us time and season, but we don't have them in our hands. They're in Yahuwah's hands. Praise his holy name. He said, my times are in thy hand. And then he asked, deliver me from mine enemies and from them that persecute me. So we have our enemies around there, and we have those, my brothers and my sisters, who are always persecuting us. My times are in thy hand. Think of it. Let that sink deep down in your heart, my brothers and my sisters. You are not your own. We have been bought with a price. Praise be to his holy name. He said, my times are in thy hand. And then he said, deliver me. My brothers and my sisters, Yahweh always deliver. In the model prayer said, deliver me not into temptation. So in the time of temptation, Yahweh secures us. And even though we go through it, we don't yield to it. There's a song say, yield not to temptation, for yielding is sin. You don't yield to it. Nothing wrong with being tempted, because you're going to be tempted. The problem comes when we start being obedient, start giving our allegiance to it, start doing things. All right, so we're going to stop here. We're going to stop here, and then we'll come back. So we're going to ask you, my brothers and sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.